Welcome, one and all. Love them knives. I think somebody gave me a hard time about that I was gender specific. I think I usually say welcome, one and all. Does that mean guys? And if you say guys, doesn't that mean like you guys? It could be a whole group of men, women, and aliens and stuff, UFO people. So, welcome, one and all, to the Kizer review. Kizer, the Z-82. You gonna review the Z-82, baby? I want a Z-28 and I'll take a 1969, please. But no, this is way more affordable. Way more affordable. This is 65 smackaroos. Oh, no it's not. No, it's not. 65 minus 650 LTK discount code on white mountain knives. I don't know how white those mountains are right now in August, but okay. 8.23. So 8¼ inches, same length as a paramilitary 2. 3.5-inch blade, basically bowler N690 blade. And a little over 4. Oh, yeah, like I said, either is that Nalu or, yeah, whatever. Nalu Knives, however that's pronounced. This is an interesting knife. That's why I got it. And it's got holes here, so that's going to help on the weight. No wonder it's, fairly lightweight for its size. Got a big old flipper tab. Oh, is that where he put his little logo? Okay. Z-82 back here. It's black on black. And it's got that little gold surround on the pivot. Kind of pops it out. Looks like, to me, it's right and left hand. Tip up carry. And looks kind of like flat scales to me. Not really contoured. But they're G10 scales. You always got to be careful. Sometimes that micarta looks a lot like G10. And wow, it's got nice action. It's a Tanto, a modified Tanto blade. I mean, it's not like a true like drop point or something. You got this corner you're having to turn. You got the swedge coming down here to kind of reinforce the tip, so that's pretty tough. You got jimping on top of the blade so you can creep up there. You got this little choil area here so you could creep up even more. And by the way, will it cut anything? Who knows? Oh, okay, yeah, I'd say yeah, they put an edge on it before they put it in the box. And the box is like this, because it's like a Vanguard deal. I don't know if, yeah, because they got V. Okay, 4568 N1. So, yeah, it's a Vanguard series. And there's your plastic. They put the knife in there. And, oh, yeah, the paperwork, is pretty generic. But in there, as you can see, there's a microfiber cloth, etc. So, just in case you are wondering, put this baby back in here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And the knife itself, pretty decent size. Where's my... Well, I cleaned this one up. Oh, and I spent some time on the strop with it, too. My bruiser got usered a lot when I went through my move. Well, bruiser looks a little bit bigger, but bruiser is a pretty good sized knife. And this is just supposedly 8¼ so let's confirm that. Well, that's 3.5. I don't know why they said it was a little under 3.5, but it's 3.5 and it's 8¼ so it's 21 centimeters at 90 millimeters. Now, how fat in the hand is it? 0.47, not bad. 12.1 millimeters, and 3 millimeter blade stock at 0.12. So 3.1 millimeter blade stock. It's sharp. The Vanguard series knives from Kizer are pretty well done. I don't find sharp points, edges, weird things. Take a look at the pocket clip. I don't know. I mean, it works. Okay, it works, but it's not that attractive. I probably would have considered deep carry on this, but okay. So, looking at this knife, I guess one of the things you kind of ponder, but this is not a frame lock, okay? Like the Wii Miscreant knife, and I should have got it out because I've kept mine. I really like it, but it's a big knife. It's got holes, and it's a Zinker design, Brad Zinker, but they got holes that match on both sides, and there's other knives that have that too. But here's the problem. You got a liner lock here. So being a liner lock, I mean, there was a hole that they actually put, if you can see there, and we will take this apart, but there was a hole here, and they didn't go through the scale, but if they did, you'd just be looking at the backside of that pocket clip anyhow. So it didn't make any sense to put holes in here, which to me means that I don't know that it made a lot of sense to put holes here either. To tell you the truth, I don't know that I needed them, and maybe some other kind of design might have been nice as far as the scales if you were going to do that. Otherwise, I mean, really, the basic design's good enough on its own. It's easy to disengage. It's quick over the detent ball. Look at that. Just lays right down. It's centered. No blade play or lock rock. It feels sturdy, It feels real sturdy. Like that. Oh, man. It does. It feels chunky in the hand, but supposedly it's not that heavy. Grams. Well, 130, so it's not a super lightweight, that's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, 4.5. Okay. That's, I've been doing a lot of knives recently that have been 3-inch blade, 7-inch overall, like anywhere from 2.5 to 3.2 ounces. So this is heavier than that, but this is a bigger knife as well. And no backspacer, it's open, but I mean, you've got a lanyard hole here that you can use. Yeah. It's interesting. It's not available in like blue or OD green or orange or any of that stuff. So flipper tabs, all it should ever be. And it's a bunch. I mean, that's one of the things that if you're going to make a flipper, you got to really think about the flipper tab. Here's the Harns Harvest. It's way less... it's way more muted than this. This is just a huge, it's not as big a sail as some knives are. I mean, really got the mast and the sail full blown there. But let me see if I can see anything else that's not quite as intense. Well, I don't know. I mean, like I was saying, it's still, my 2U knife bruiser, not quite as bad, but it could have been way more muted and, be interesting, be a little bit cleaner look as far as design. Now, this design here, it's okay. It flows into the bolster. It's there, and blade to handle length, it depends if you're gonna like project yourself up here, then you're pretty close. Since it has no backspacer, I mean, could you drop it all the way out here? And maybe, it's pretty close. It doesn't look disproportional. Maybe they could have put a 16th more in there. It's possible. Ergos, isn't that the question? When you start doing pistol grip stuff, then you're kind of defining where people have to put their fingers. For me, okay. Actually, it works. Okay. Reverse grip. I just skipped the second area here because I'm rolling back further. So it's comfortable as well. But if you have much bigger hands or maybe much smaller hands, then your second finger is going to sit right on top of this ridge. So, okay. I mean, I kind of prefer a more, a more neutral type of handle like this. Then you haven't defined anything there, and it's so much easier, I believe. But okay, it is what it is. And, I guess you get some style points for that. Drop is good. Fidget friendly is good. And like I said, it gets over the detent ball early. So when that flipper tab hits you in the thumb, it's all over and you can just walk it around. Just like that. Balance point. Well, there's my balance point. Okay, that's easy to find. So, Bowler N690 G10, little surrounds. It's going to be in the upper $50-something range. Okay, it's in there with most of the competition. And those lefties might enjoy the fact that they can go left hand on this as well, even though, the liner is a right hand favor. And it's 35 to 40% lockup. That's pretty strong. D10. Okay. I was trying to fail it. It's holding, that detent ball is holding that blade in place. Okay, yeah. It's where it needs to be, and it's appropriate. There's no other way to really open this thing. If I was gonna, if I could get my finger on the blade back here, maybe. Oh, yeah, I tossed it out a little bit with a little bit of wrist, maybe. Okay, but I mean the detent's stiff enough to where that's not going to be real easy. Probably not going to be your favorite way. So really, I mean, the fidget friendly factor here is the flipper tab, and the detent's really nice on that. All right, let's tore it apart. And can we? Yes, we can. Okay, hold on. Oh, getting a little frisky with that. Okay, we got that out. How about the rest of this? Well, it looks like this goes into here. Let's just take them off. Number 6 I presume correctly, and at least, you know what? These are going to come out. And, sometimes you get a knife you just struggle with. And this one is not that knife. So, no, I have never put a wrench to this. I usually don't do anything until I do the review, and that way you can see how either incredibly frustrating they are or how easy they are. And then here slides right off the scale on the lock bar side. So we'll let you sit down. Do we have any screws holding this liner on? No. So should it come off? Theoretically, yes. Theoretically. Doesn't mean that it will. Okay. We got that part. And those two back ones back there want to give me a hard time, don't they? So if I just go back here and lift it up, it comes apart. And then the bearings came with it, and so did the, everything else. This is nice. It's coated, but it's smooth. And you got a ceramic detent ball. That's kind of interesting how they did this, because, sometimes they don't, but okay. But it's not coated, you know what I'm saying? And maybe it's a good idea too, because coatings really can mess with the action of a knife. Throw it down. Let's see. Of course, like I said, ceramic bearings. And then, yeah, I mean, that's all machined off, so you're not having to mess with that. And there's that. Okay, it looks clean. It's not like there's a lot of debris or anything in here. And, okay. Kizer, what'd you do? Yeah, it's flat spot there, right? There's your surround. So even though, I mean, they didn't, give you an entryway here, it doesn't matter because they gave a flat spot there on the liner and then a matching flat spot so it'll hold it and while you break it away. So that's, the best of all worlds in my estimation. All right, let's put this crazy knife back together. I guess we go flat to flat, and we can do that just like that, and then put the bearing on. It's kind of a big bearing ring, isn't it? It's not real small. It's spread out pretty good there. Let's slap a blade on there and another bearing ring. So it should be pretty good support for this blade. And you know what? It's really got nice action. I think part of that is due to that as well. Okay, now let's put our stop on there, which I should have done before I put the blade in. Okay, and a liner. How about that liner? And we're snapped. Okay, and then we've got the other side scale here. Come on, come up. There you go. And just like that. Now, let's get this hoss. And not too tight. Let's leave it alone for a little bit. Let's put these screws down. And they're the same size. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess they go through both those standoffs. I wasn't sure that it went through, the second one on top went through the other standoff, but I think they both do. So, okay, that's why they're like that. And just get them to slip on down there. But no, this is real easy to take apart, put together. Right, left hand, okay, good, nice drop, clean, that way. And what am I doing? I'm gonna back it out until okay, well, I guess it's okay. Okay, I thought I was starting to cross some threads or something, but I guess not. So, easy flipper, good detent, reasonably good price, Bowler N690, fidget friendly, and if you like the design, then this might be for you. The Z-82. Was he thinking about a Z-28 and he just put the 8 and the 2 backwards? Is that it? I mean, if so, you're on the same page as me, brother. Yeah, I like so much about this knife. I certainly love the fact that it's set up to be able to easily be disassembled, and it's got a great drop and good detent. It's set up really well. So, and the blade design should be good for piercing, slicing, a lot of tasks. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to let you go. Love Them Knives is here, and please subscribe to my channel if you would. You guys, stay sharp.